I was in Columbia College for music. It's a big arts and media college in Chicago, very well known, at least in the Midwest, at least regionally. Really cool, funky college. Um, Very interesting, culture and everything. So yeah, I was just writing music in between classes. I never had too many commercial ambitions for it. It was kind of a hobby. So after class, I had a Pro Tools set up. I had some little speakers, and I built a little vocal booth. I went to Home Depot and built me a little corner vocal booth. And yeah, so I recorded a lot of the album there. I recorded a lot of album right there in my dorm room. And even when I moved out back to the nest, back to mom during the summer, I still had that same vocal booth and the same setup. And so most of the first album, yeah, it was just recorded, dorm room style. When I was making the music, my general, intended audience was like my mom and my friends as they came in and out of my dorm room. Hey, listen to this, blah 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 blah. And so even the inspiration behind all the songs came from the conversations I had with them. So when they were like, I think you should put it out. I think I put a little bit on Facebook, and people started to like it and they started to talk about it. I did a couple YouTube videos and people started to like it and they started to talk about, just the new sound that apparently I was accomplishing, and I didn't know. I was ignorant of everything. I didn't know what was going on, but God just put my name in the wind. So by the time I came up with an EP, it was actually supposed to be a Christmas present for all my family. When you're in college, you're broke,
This
so
is true.
you can't buy no Christmas presents. Everything has to be sentimental, and so I had a unofficial EP. The first track would be like something like, "Hey, Uncle D, I appreciate this and I appreciate this, and here's my EP." And that just kind of got in some hands, and just God did his thing. It was really cool how just people would give it to another person, this
Hmm.
person would give it to this person, let this person hear it, and then it's playing on the radio one day, and they're calling me trying to wake me up to listen to it on the radio. So it's just really organic, really God's doing. I can't take any credit for it. Like in high school, that's when we had a recording studio in high school, and that's when I was doing my R&B ish songs or
What'd you sing
whatever.
about?
I don't know, probably a girl that may or may not have existed. Like what was that song? You're beautiful, baby. Won't you be my girl? Maybe catch a movie, talk after the show. Just horrible. We had fun then. But it was in college that I really was going for something that was more substantial. I was like, God, I want to sing about something that is a little more, I don't know, deep or important and necessary and beneficial to the world, not just something cool and trendy for a while. So that's what he gave me. He started helping me articulate how I was feeling and trying to be a Christian on this non-Christian campus. I guess it's not so much of a balance. I try not to have like faith moments and then flesh moments, or like
True.
what I'm saying, Christian moments and then regular Negro 25-year-old moments. I think the goal is that they're one and the same. The goal is that these moments, the human moments, are constantly changed. They're constantly influenced or tempered, or that moment when you want to be the 25-year-old black male, that something on the inside says to you, but you're a Christian, but you are a follower of Jesus, but you are somebody who loves him and have received his love. It's kind of like, we have to understand that the same Jesus that we've kind of boxed in to just being a Sunday thing, a Sunday ritual, a Sunday tradition, he's very effective throughout the week.
Right.
That's really his calling card. That's really what he puts stock in, is how I can change your life. Your mind can be renewed. Your whole idea of your whole worldview can be actually changed when you start really meditating on this Jesus stuff and start really intentionally infusing him into all parts of your life, not just a religious type deal where you deal with him on Sunday and then the rest of the week you deal with life. No, he deals with life with you. So that's what I've been working on. That's what I sing about, is just, how that life meets Jesus.
Life music.
Life music.
So
See?
tell us about it.
It all makes sense.
Stage two.
Yep, stage two. So the first album was called Life Music. It was very much an expression of how I was feeling, trying to live this life as a Christian, or try to figure out what this whole Christian life meant. how did all that church stuff, how does it translate into school stuff and job stuff and sidewalk stuff? And, this next album is called Life Music Stage 2. It's similar approach to music. It's still, transparent. It still talks about a lot of different things that aren't necessarily fleshed out in gospel music. But it's stage 2 because, it's kind of my second stage of my career. The first one, I didn't expect anybody to hear the music. Now, I'm talking to you, and I'm out here at Gospel Goodies, and I'm talking, and so I'm expecting people to hear this one. So it's a different type of pressure. It's a different expectation. It's a different platform. It's a different stage. And so I'm really excited about this one. It's a really diverse album, really cool collaborations. I'm really excited about this one. The newer songs are always going to be my favorite. They're the ones that are fresher, the ones I've listened to less. So there's a song on there called Full Attention that I really love. But Pressure is a great song to me. I love Limp. We just released the video for Limp. It's like a in-studio, live-ish video, and it's really a deep song, clever.
Yeah, I was going to say, on your Facebook, you said that was your cleverest.
Yeah, I think that, because the whole thing is built around a metaphor. It's called Limp, and it's all built around the fact that, we're all trying to do this walk, this Jesus walk, this faith walk, this Christian walk, and none of us have it down perfectly. We all kind of walking with a hitch. Somebody's leg is shorter than the other, and so we're all kind of walking with the sinful nature. We're all walking with our insecurities, our flaws, all the things that really just make us human and remind us how much we need God. So keep on walking, even with your limp. Just go ahead and limp faster and just pursue God with all that you can. And maybe one day that limp will be gone. And someday we know that we'll be in heaven perfected. So that's, it's all stuff like that. Just really life-based music. I'm a perfectionist a little bit. And so live stuff scares me.
I mean, your live show, it sounds just like your
That's what people say, but to me, I don't feel like that. I hear every mistake, and but yeah, one day I probably will, and that's why for this album, 5 of the songs, including Pressure, Limp, and we have a song called Stay High. We did a Christ Representatives acoustic cut, and also a song called Maintain that I sang with Shantae Can. It's all kind of an in-studio live feel. So what you hear on the record is actually a live take. Of course, we might add strings or something on top of it, but it's all a live take of us actually being in the studio, all hidden at the same time. I think the Pressure track, that was the first take.
So September 18th, Life Music Stage 2 comes out. And your birthday is on the 17th, right?
Yeah.
Did you plan that way?
I didn't, but you know what? For the past 5 years, every new step in my life has happened in September. Every single one. So, starting school in 2010, and it was in September and October, that whole fall, that started my career, that I got my first big, gig, I guess. It was at New Life, a huge church out in Chicago, wonderful church, one of my favorite churches ever. The next September, in 2011, I was signed. The next September, we dropped the album. So, it's just like every single September is such an important thing. So, I'll be 26 and I'll have a new album, and I'm really looking forward to it, to keep that whole streak of great Septembers.